There was a massive drop on Friday, and we DTA team, we managed to sell over here, and then we hold all the way until the breakup of this trend line. You see, once the breakup happened, and we should have a massive fall, another 1000 pips. So total we got a 1250 pips on alone on Friday. Okay, so let me recap again on Friday. Okay, what actually happened on Friday that caused a massive drop over here? Okay, so before that, so let us take a look at over here. Okay, so the momentum, as you can see on Friday, actually is quite bearish over here, right? And then actually before it drop, then again it come back to create another base. Which one is drop base drop another time? Okay, and then another time from here. This one is a support over here, support over here. You break through the support, come back to retest another time, then to have a massive drop another time here. Okay, so again from here, once you actually break through this trend line over here, again they create this one, the drop base drop another times, thus go actually have another massive fall another time. Okay, so before that, okay, so let us go to this go analysis for the coming week. Okay, so again as usual, we go to the top down analysis again. So what we can see from here, monthly is still bullish right now. Okay, and then weekly, how weekly closed last week, basically is still very bullish. Okay, so if you see how many bullish candle overall in a week, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 candles. Wow, 8 candles of bullish in a weekly time frame. Okay, so then we zoom in smaller to this daily. So what can we see from daily? Again, daily is still very bullish, right? So you can see it's still doing an uptrend over here. So high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high. Okay, so this one probably just due to correction or a retracement. Okay, so doesn't really mean gold is going bearish at the moment. Okay, so if you go to H4 time frame, okay, before that, if you look at H1 time frame, like Danny mentioned earlier, right? So is overall you break up from this trend line, right? So if you look over here, this one is a trend line. Go actually break up from this trend line. Okay, so in the H1 time frame, yes, it is a bearish downtrend here. Okay, but then if we zoom out to H4 time frame, so again let me show you this one. If we put this one, the trend line over here, so you can basically see that gold basically is still doing a bullish uptrend. You see, even though it break up from this H1 time frame, but in a bigger time frame, H4 is still actually very bullish, right? Unless gold eventually break up from this trend line, okay, pullback only will go much further down. Okay, in a bigger time frame of trend line. Okay, so for now, what can we foresee is, okay, so for now what we can foresee is, if we go to the H1 time frame, so gold basically have two zone that we need to monitor right here. Okay, so let me mark this two zone over here. One is over here, this one is a supply zone over here, and then we have the bottom, we have a demand zone as well over here. Okay, so let me put the box over here. This one is a top zone over here that we need to monitor on the coming week, right? And below as well, a demand zone that we can monitor for the coming week. Okay, so these are the two zones, guys. All right, so for next week, this one is the first zone over here, first lower zone, demand zone, and then this one is a supply zone over here, supply zone. This one is a demand zone over here. Okay, so we might foresee go to play around in this two zone over here. If go manage to come to this zone, we have a pullback, we can actually foresee go to reverse back up. Okay, otherwise if you break through this zone, you could actually have a potential to go down lower. Okay, so same goes to the top over here. So if we come to the supply zone, so this supply zone is also quite a major, because you got a support, then you have a base drop over here, where you can foresee go to have a reaction over here. Otherwise, if you break through this strong supply zone, you could have a potential to go up much further higher. Okay, so let us take a look at the coming week. All right, and once again, if you want to know more, please join my Telegram channel DTA Danny Trading Academy for more informations and daily educations. Okay, so see you guys there.